It goes without saying that women are more reserved than men when it comes to expressing sexual attraction. Women enjoy sex as much as men do. However, most women are self-conscious about openly sharing their sexual desires with men. One of the greatest fears most women face when opening up sexually with a guy they like is the idea of being rejected. Another reason women don't open up and make their signs obvious is that they enjoy the thrill of being chased because it makes them feel sexy and desired. This is why women prefer to cue their sexual interest the old-fashioned way. However, not reading her signals could result in you ending up in the friend zone. Be that as it may, you can avoid this by learning the signs of female sexual attraction. So, with that said, here are 8 signs that a woman wants to sleep with you. Number 1. She constantly touches you. Touching is one of the most obvious ways to show sexual attraction, and it can be a very strong sign of physical desire. A woman will normally only touch a guy that she is interested in. When a woman wants to sleep with you, she feels safe and comfortable around you. The more her emotions grow towards you, and the more familiar she becomes with you, the more she will subconsciously start touching you. Touching will also trigger intense sexual tension, which is another affirmation that a woman wants to sleep with you. She may start by brushing her fingers across your hand, touching your arm when she laughs at something you said, not moving away when your legs touch, and so on. You'll know her intentions when she starts touching you in intimate places like your face, chest, neck, or knee. A more obvious sign is if she puts her hand on your thigh. This is very suggestive, and women are well aware of this, so if she touches your thigh during a conversation, it is a striking signal of her intent. When a woman wants to have sex with you, she'll want to create physical chemistry and will try to touch you every chance she gets. However, if you miss the signal or refuse to reciprocate, she may stop putting herself out there and assume you're not interested. Number 2, she's always talking about sex. When a woman has the intention of sleeping with you, she will keep mentioning sex in her conversations. She will be interested in many things regarding sex, and she will ask you suggestive questions like, "What is the craziest place you've ever had sex?" Or "What are your wildest fantasies?" If she's willing to ask you sexual questions like these, it means she wants you to fantasize about having sex with her as much as she's fantasizing about it with you. She may open up to you about her sex life and tell you how long she's gone without sex. This is one of the biggest signs she wants to sleep with you, since women bring up this topic only with guys they are sexually attracted to. She constantly engages in sexual conversations because she is trying to build sexual tension between you. She might tell you about her favorite sex position or the craziest place she ever had sex. She's doing all of this because she wants to turn you on, and that's something she wouldn't bother doing if she wasn't interested in sleeping with you. She might ask you about your sexual preferences, and a woman doesn't normally want to find out what you like in bed unless she wants to get into it with you. Or she may tell you her sexual preferences. There's absolutely no reason for her to tell you her sexual preferences unless she wants to sleep with you. By telling you what she prefers in bed, she's not only flirting, but also making sure that you know how to satisfy her. No matter which way she brings it up, be sure that a woman will never mention sex unless she is willing to put it on the table. And by casually mentioning it in the conversation, she's subtly saying that she is open to having sex. Number 3, she makes sexual gestures. Although a girl may try and hide the attraction she feels for you, her body language and gestures will always tell you the truth and show if she's into you. She will start to act more relaxed when you're around, and she'll lean into you more often whenever she talks to you or laughs at your jokes. She'll initiate touching and do it every time you're close to each other, and she won't remove your hand when you touch her. If she's not into you sexually, she will back off when you touch her. However, if she's okay with it, It's a big sign that she's getting more and more comfortable around you and that she doesn't have any problem letting you into her personal space. Women are very choosy about men they allow to get too close to them, so if she's okay with you touching her, it's a good sign she is sexually interested in you. Women are masters of seduction, and that makes it easy for them to use body language and gestures to seduce you. She'll want you to see her femininity, so she'll act more feminine around you. She will play with her hair constantly, or caress a glass or another object while she's talking to you. She may tilt her head to the side to reveal more of her neck, and she might touch her body or fix her clothing while speaking to you. All of these are ways of emphasizing her femininity. She may do this to try to make you attracted to her in the hopes of you taking the initiative and making the first move. Number 4. She asks you over. One of the biggest signs a woman wants to sleep with you is that she invites you to her place. While it's not always a foolproof sign, it is a strong, reliable indication that the spark is there and she wants to take it further. Inviting you to her place is a huge sign that she trusts you, because girls don't invite just anyone to their place. It's a huge step in the right direction, and she's much more likely to want to sleep with you if she invites you over than if she does not. A woman can invite you to her place directly or indirectly. She might invite you for coffee or to watch a movie together, or she might ask you in a more subtle way, like asking you to help her with something back at her place or any favor that involves getting into her house. Since she understands that most guys will not turn down doing a favor for a woman, she will use it as an excuse to be alone with you in her place. Number 5. She looks her best when she's with you. When a woman is interested in your body, she will try to make you interested in hers too. She'll try to highlight all of her best features and put a lot of care into her appearance. A woman who wants to sleep with you might try to seduce you by wearing sexy outfits, and she'll put more effort into highlighting her feminine side. She knows that showing some skin can make her more seductive, so she might show a little cleavage or wear a revealing dress when she's with you. You may notice that she's wearing more makeup than usual. For women, getting a full face of makeup and choosing the perfect outfit takes a lot of effort, and she wouldn't do it if she didn't like you. Obviously, women dress how they want without trying to seduce anybody. However, if you notice she puts more effort than usual into looking good when she's around you, there's probably a reason for this. But keep in mind that women are very particular. This could be a sign of sexual interest for one girl, and it may just be an everyday look for another. Number 6. She draws attention to her lips. Most guys get turned on when a woman plays with her lips, so she will purposely draw your attention to her lips by licking or biting them seductively while looking at you to turn you on. It may be a reflex reaction to the thoughts she's currently having about you. It's not only seductive, but it's also a pretty good sign that she may be open to sleeping with you if you just made a move. While sometimes she does it subconsciously, most of the time, she wants to hint that she'd like you to kiss her. This is an open invitation and a massive sign that she wants to sleep with you. She bites her lips to seduce you so that you can imagine what it would be like if you were doing it yourself. This provocative gesture is her way of expressing her attraction to you, showing that she desires you to kiss her. After all, sex begins with the lips when we kiss, so they're incredibly erotic. And when we think about sex while talking to someone, we can't help but look at their lips.